Have you ever let one tiny comment ruin your entire day? Someone rolls their eyes, leaves you unread, cuts you off in traffic, makes one sarcastic joke, and somehow they move on with their life while your brain starts producing a full Netflix series about it. You replay it, you imagine better comebacks, you argue with them inside the shower 3 days later. Yeah, I've definitely won a few imaginary arguments. The other person never even showed up. The strange part is, the happiest people aren't the ones who never meet rude people. They're the ones who somehow never seem bothered by them. So what's their secret? And is it actually possible to stop getting angry? Let's find out. The biggest lie about anger. Here's something most people never realize. Anger usually isn't caused by what happened. It's caused by what we think it means. Imagine you're walking down the street. Someone doesn't say hello. Instantly, your brain starts working overtime. They ignored me. They're upset with me. What did I do? Then later you find out they simply forgot their glasses. Your brain filled in the blanks. Psychologists call this interpretation. Events happen, then your brain creates a story. And surprisingly, it's usually the story that hurts more than the event itself. Someone calling you lazy isn't just words. Your brain quietly translates it into, they don't respect me. They think I'm worthless. No wonder you're angry. Here's something to try today. Whenever someone upsets you, pause for 5 seconds. Then ask yourself, what story is my brain adding? Not what happened, but what meaning did I attach to it? That tiny question changes everything. Why some people can push your buttons so easily. Have you noticed some strangers can insult you and you honestly don't care, but one comment from your sibling or your boss or your partner and suddenly you're mentally preparing for battle? That's because people don't push buttons. They find buttons that already exist. Think about it. If someone calls you terrible at basketball, but you've never played basketball, you'll probably laugh. But criticize something you're already insecure about, and it feels personal. The anger isn't coming from them. It's bumping into an old wound. I learned this the embarrassing way. Someone once criticized something I made. I spent the next hour pretending I didn't care. Meanwhile, I checked their profile, their friends, their cousin, probably their pet hamster too. Very mature. But the truth was, I wasn't angry because of their opinion. I was angry because I secretly feared they might be right. That's uncomfortable. But it's also freeing. Because once you know where the wound is, you stop blaming every person who accidentally touches it. The practical shift? The next time you're unusually angry, ask, what insecurity did this wake up? Not to judge yourself, just to understand yourself. The illusion of control. Here's another trap. We secretly expect people to behave the way we would. We think they should apologize. They should appreciate me. They should be more respectful. They should know better. And every should becomes another opportunity to be disappointed. Psychology has something called the circle of control. Imagine 2 circles. Inside the first circle are things you control. Your actions, your reactions, your words. Outside that circle is almost everything else. Other people's moods, opinions, ego, choices. Trying to control those things is like yelling at the weather. It feels productive. It changes absolutely nothing. The calmer you become, the smaller your expectations become. Not because you've given up, because you've accepted reality. People will misunderstand you. Some people will dislike you. Some will be rude simply because they had a bad day. And strangely, accepting that makes life feel lighter. Today's action? Whenever you catch yourself saying, they should, replace it with, they're allowed to. It doesn't mean you approve. It simply reminds your brain that reality doesn't owe you perfect people. Your brain treats attention like fuel. Here's something fascinating. Your attention is psychological fuel. Whatever you repeatedly focus on, your brain assumes is important. Imagine getting 100 nice comments. Then one person says, this video is boring. Guess which one your brain remembers? Exactly. Negative things stick because your brain evolved to notice danger. Thousands of years ago, missing one tiger was a much bigger problem than forgetting one beautiful sunset. That survival system still exists today, except now the tiger is a rude comment, or someone's passive-aggressive text, or Karen from accounting. Your brain can't always tell the difference, so it keeps replaying it, trying to protect you. The solution isn't forcing positive thinking. It's choosing where your attention lives. Ask yourself, does this deserve another 5 minutes of my life? If the answer is no, stop feeding it. Attention is like watering plants. Whatever you water, grows. Emotional detachment isn't coldness. Some people think staying calm means never feeling emotions. Not true. Emotionally strong people still feel hurt. They just don't immediately obey every emotion. Think of emotions like notifications on your phone. Just because one pops up doesn't mean you have to click it. Someone insults you. Your brain sends a notification. Anger detected. Interesting. You don't have to open it immediately. This idea comes from something psychologists often recommend called response delay. The space between feeling and reacting. Even 10 seconds changes your brain.
Take one slow breath. Relax your shoulders. Say nothing. It's surprisingly difficult, which is exactly why it works. Most arguments survive because two emotional brains keep taking turns speaking. Someone has to stop the cycle. Why not let it be you? The most emotionally powerful question. There's one question that quietly changes everything. Whenever someone annoys you, ask yourself, will this matter a year from now? Think about all the things that once felt huge. That embarrassing text, that awkward conversation, that random argument online. Can you even remember half of them? Probably not. Your future self has already forgotten. Your present self just hasn't caught up yet. Perspective is incredibly calming. Zoom out. Most annoyances expire much faster than we think. Don't give permanent emotions to temporary moments. The secret truly calm people know. Here's the strange thing. People who rarely get angry aren't emotionally stronger than everyone else. They're just harder to emotionally control. They realize something powerful. When someone makes you angry on purpose, they're trying to control your emotional weather. And every time you instantly react, you hand them the remote. But when you stay calm, they lose it. Silence often frustrates difficult people more than arguments ever could. Not because you're trying to win, because you're refusing to play. And that's different. Real peace isn't proving people wrong. It's no longer needing to. Maybe becoming unbothered isn't about becoming emotionless. Maybe it's about realizing that not every opinion deserves space in your mind. Not every rude person deserves your energy. Not every battle deserves your attention. You don't have to carry every careless comment like it's your responsibility. You deserve a mind that feels quieter, lighter, more peaceful. And here's the beautiful part. That kind of calm isn't something you're born with. It's something your brain learns. One pause, one deep breath, one decision. Not to hand someone else the keys to your emotions. Again and again and again. One day, you'll notice something strange. The things that used to ruin your whole day barely interrupt your afternoon. Not because people became kinder, but because you became calmer. If this psychology story helped you understand yourself a little better, I'd love for you to subscribe. Every week, we explore the strange little patterns hidden inside the human mind and the simple psychology that helps life make a little more sense. Until next time, take care of your mind. It's listening to every story you tell it.